laps to go.
I think he can get there, but I'm just saying Junior's car just good enough on corner exit. It's going to be hard for Harvick to get a nose under him.
Yeah, he really closes it up right there. Pulls within about a half a car length.
But Junior's driving in pretty easy, and Harvick is overdriving, trying to get to him.
5 to go.
And there's 2 lap cars out there that they may very well catch.
Junior gets just a little bit better run off of turn 2. Gives him a little gap.
Harvick is there. He gets underneath, and Junior holds him off.
No, I don't think so. He's going to take him right here.
Position. There it is.
Got him.
Outside.
Junior got loose down there in 3 and 4. Opened the door for Harvick.
He's not going to give up. Here he comes back.
Junior crosses under. He's got the inside. Eases into the corner. Gives Harvick a bump.
Whoa, Junebug.
But Harvick sticks to the bottom and holds Junior a car length back. 3 laps to go.
Well, there comes a real group. Well, they have been really going at it. Now, Hut Strickland's been in the pits in the 8 car, so he just drove through this whole pack of cars in about 3 laps.
Fastest car that last lap was Jeff Burton, and his teammate Martin was second. Well, make that the 9 car Blake Speed. How about that? Wow.
And Lake Speed comes on pit road. He has been the leader. That's the first time that the Mellon car led a race all this year. John Kernan.
Lake Speed pulls into his pit stall. Now the front tire carrier fell, but it shouldn't hurt them too badly. No, he gets the tire there just in time, but the right front tire is on top of the air hose. Now Leonard Crewman moves it away. Right sides are on. They swing around to the left side. We haven't seen any chassis adjustment as yet. Second can of fuel going in. It is full of fuel. Lake Speed waiting as they hit the lugs with the air gun to tell it to go. 21.7.
Pretty good stop by Lake Speed's guys. And Lake Speed right up in front of him. We saw him make a pit stop. He was leading the race and had to come back into the pit, John Kernan.
And at first, Lake thought he had a right front tire going down, but when they came in and changed tires, the crew found that they'd actually put a left front tire on the right front. So they made a mistake here in the pits, and it cost them at least a lap.
I guess that's one disadvantage of nighttime. And they're trying to get 3 abreast going down the corner. That's not probably a good plan.
Battle for third. Take a look at this one. Here's Earnhardt and Martin in another scramble. Story on Kyle Petty, and Lake Speed stays right in the thick of it.
He's trying to drive on the outside of Martin. Lake Speed's car is really working good today.
Here comes Jeff Gordon down on the inside. It's Martin on the inside in the 6. Earnhardt on the outside in. 21-year-old Pittsboro, Indiana native. Jeff Gordon flies on the inside. He's going to try to get a spot away from Speed right here. This is for 5th. Lake Speed trying to fend him off. Both very aggressive drivers. Logan Shepherd getting back into it. Schrader getting back to this battle. There you see Schrader in the 25. And again, here's the youngster down to the inside, working on Lake Speed.
Schrader's a teammate of the 24. The 24 and the 25 are team cars. I wouldn't doubt to see these 2 guys get together, try to get back around Lake Speed. Just a little bit of push, a high-speed push right here. 24 moves to the outside.
Earnhardt trying to intimidate Mark Martin. And here comes the, and he gets nudged. Ernie Irvin went up on the outside, swapping some sheet metal out here. What a contest for the lead.
How about 3 abreast off turn 4?
Right through the roughest part of the track they go, inside and outside of Martin. It's Earnhardt in front. Irvin into 2nd place, and Lake Speed on a roll, down on the inside for 3rd. Look at this run by Speed.
Must have broke a rear end.
Oh.
Track bar of the rear end 1. He wasn't around that wreck in the replay a while ago, was he?
No, I don't think so.
We shoot the oil.
Oh, yeah, I see oil coming there, yeah.
Let me...
At the Coca-Cola 600, Lake Speed, who's been running third, trailing some fluid out of the back of the car, has gone into the garage area. I wonder if Johnny Hayes is down there.
Yes, Ken, we're here. It's heartbreak for Lake Speed. There's a line of oil all the way in where he ran in. Looked like he broke a rear end. He's sitting in the car. As you can see, people are crawled up under the car trying to fix a rear end. They're pulling the axle out. It's a tough deal for him.
Earlier we asked him, is this racetrack similar to any other on the circuit?
This racetrack, it's only a little more than a half-mile long, but it's banked like Daytona, and there's no place like it. It takes a total different setup. It takes the cars, I can feel more, sometimes I feel more comfortable at Daytona and Talladega than I do right here. Just about on the way the car is running and how fast you run for a shorter racetrack is what it is.
Boy, what a tough break for Lake Speed. He visits the wall in turn number 2. Something obviously let go on the right side of the car.
I'd say the right front tire blew as he went into turn 2 and shot him right into the wall. He really had a good run going here tonight.
Sure did.
And as Lake Speed was moving up on Bill Elliott, apparently the right front tire let go as he came off of turn 2 or headed off of turn 2 and slammed it into the wall. You can see some fire coming out of the exhaust pipe, and of course he was very close to his pits on the backstretch, so he just wheeled her right down into the pits. Darrell Bryant, his crew chief, and the rest of the Kmart Wins crew go to work on it, trying to get him back out there and see if he can make any more laps, try to pick up a few points.
As we're coming off the corner, here comes, that's Bobby Labonte on the inside. And Rick, I don't know, maybe he just got the car out of shape. Or maybe Bobby Labonte touched him. I really don't know. And I'm told that Lake Speed, the second-place car, just spun.
Speaking of guys who were having good runs, Lake Speed has crashed right up here at the head of the main straightaway, turn number 7. He's driving away, but look at him losing the track positions. Here he is going into turn number 7. This is right here at the pit entrance. The car just getting out from under him and sliding through the grass. He didn't hit anything.
No, he didn't, Bob, and it looked like he might have hit some oil or something, a slick spot on the racetrack there, because the back end just went out from under without warning.
Here
Take
it
a
is
look at it from another angle.
Yeah, this is from the camera down at turn 1 where Benny is looking up the straightaway, and he just gets on the brakes and stops it in time to avoid hitting the rail.
Let's try it again in real time as he comes in the corner. That's a pretty good job not hitting anything.
Boy, I tell you. Lake Speed has come into the pits. There was a puff of smoke from that car. Here's John Kernan.
It was a slight oil leak, Bob. They have checked it, looked under the car, nothing serious. They haven't left any oil spots down on the pavement down here in pit road. He was held an extra 15 seconds because of coming into the pits too hot. Of course, it was kind of impromptu. You saw where he all of a sudden slowed up, got people behind him, got pushed around, came into the pits too hot. They held him an extra 15 seconds. They have just told Lake to go ahead and ride it out. Tough break for this team. They had already lost third gear, and now they have this small oil leak problem.
Now, the problem occurred in turn number 6, and he just really couldn't slow it down enough to get in pit lane at the speed that's required, 35 miles an hour. So he suffers another setback.
And I still see smoke coming out of the 28 car, so he might not have that problem fixed yet.
Traffic.
And Rick Wilson's spun over in turn 2. The STP Pontiac looks like some. Oh, and Lake Speed spins around. I think Lake got bumped from behind. I don't think there's a lot of damage to Lake's car, but he needs to get it going the other direction or he's going to get lapped. Go down pit road now, Lake.
I don't think he's, yeah, he is, because Mark has slowed the field down so that Lake is going to stay on the lead lap. But Rick Wilson's car is disabled on the apron off of corner number 2, and here's another look at it.
This is Jeff Gordon, the 24 car. The DuPont Automotive finishes car right behind Rick Wilson. And looks like a little bit of bump from Gordon. And you see Gordon got
he got bumped by Jeff Bodine.
Bumped the back of him.
Typical Bristol racing. And watch how Lake Speed became involved.
Well, he dives down on the inside a little bit too hard there. And really his left wheels look like we're down on the flat part of the pavement.
Yeah.
And just spun him around.
Looks like Lake and his spotter haven't worked that much together. And the other cars were slowing down. Lake's car was not slowing down.
Another Napa field summary for you. Now they were running last lap.
Phil Parsons up there on the outside of Lake Speed moves over and gives him plenty of running room. Phil in the Manheim Auto Auction car in 17th position.
He
laps down, Bobby Hillin and Bill Elliott all racing together. And there's the guys that have been involved in some crashes other than Dale Jarrett. He hasn't been in any crash, but he's had some kind of problem, and he's been in and out of the pits all night.
Yeah, he's been behind the wall quite a while now. Evidently, he's through for the night, Jimmy.
Oh, and Lake Speed spins up in turn 1.
And another caution wave. Lake Speed had a good run going. He was 8th on the lead lap. But he tastes the concrete in turn number 2. And now the Haviland Ford is crippled and moving down the backstretch. Here it is.
This is coming off turn 4. Rick Mast trying to get on the inside. And I would guess they're going to make some contact. Yep, just a little bit.
Not much, but it didn't take much.
And Harry Gant thought he was going to go on the outside and wisely decided to go on the inside.
Looking inside there. Entry door there.
Kyle Busch makes the move to the inside. Junior battles back to the outside. Side by side, Junior spins in the wall. And the night evaporates.
Stay on the brake there. Keep digging there. Keep coming. Come on. Yeah, just stay out.
And just like that, in the blink of an eye.
All right, babe. Sorry. All right, guys. Stay cool here. We're going to fix our stuff. Looks like it needs to be grabbed by the helmet again. Just stay chilled, still, Junior, and we'll do fine here. We're just going to stay on lead lap. We're 16th right now, so let's just be cool.
Well, Junior, I hate to even stand here and talk to you like this, but man, what a win! It was that close, and great run from where you started there. Stellar job. Just tell us the last couple laps. We've seen it, but let's hear your view on it.
Yeah, we weren't that great on restarts or new tires, and we had a run there where we'd been running for a while and got the lead and was driving away, and the 11 had to flatten, parked up on the racetrack area, and that was unfortunate, but we ended up, let's see here, we had that restart, and I run the bottom a couple corners and Kyle was going to beat me like that. He could get to the outside and pin me down because I was tight. So I moved to the top, and I got a little deep into one corner, and he almost cleared me off 2. I got back side by side going into 3, and I tried to run him tight, but I was running the top, and I think he just ran into me or got loose or whatever.
Great job. I know you went through a lot of stuff. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
What about that?
Now you're seeing the drivers who are the provisional starters. Butch Gilliland from the Winston West Series is driving for Lake Speed, who crashed here during the weekend and just doesn't feel up to it. He's okay. He's out of the hospital, but just feels like he should sit out today's race.
Bodine in the wall. Lake Speed, Nemechek, Spencer in the wall. There's fire from the Steve Grissom machine. Hut Strickland is in the 96. Gary Bradbury driving through the carnage. And you see Grissom moving around. Lap 34, caution. You had Spencer, Lake Speed, Nemechek's machine. You had Hut Strickland, Steve Grissom, as the track just narrowed up off the number 4 corner. Everywhere you look, there's Lake Speed surveying the Cartoon Network car. Now, what happened? Let's take a look and see if we can pinpoint it. Here's the setup going down the backstretch into turn 3.
That's Jeff Bodine going high there. Andy Hillenberg in the 91 under him. Lake Speed just behind him. They make contact right there.
Hillenberg and Bodine got together, and that's what keyed it all.
It just started to get sideways. He almost had it saved until he and Hillenberg made contact.
You can see Bill Elliott right back in this area, just creeping through there, avoiding everyone in that wreck.
Watch this. And from high overhead, Hillenberg and Bodine. Strickland into Speed.
Yeah. Spencer's just behind there in that cloud of smoke. No, he has no idea where to go. Grissom there in flames there in the 41. Now into the outside wall.
The white flag coming down to Dale Earnhardt.
1 lap to go. Does anybody have anything left to cope with the man black?
Here's what's going to happen. Maybe. I thought Terry Labonte was going to try to move down and take over second place, and if he does, that'll just open it up for Earnhardt to move away. We'll see. Naturally, every one of them wants to gain a position, whether it's from fourth to third or whatever, but if they get side by side, it'll help Earnhardt.
This is the half a lap to go. 4-car shootout to decide it all. Dale Earnhardt.
Here comes Coke down on the inside. Earnhardt has problems.
Slopping back. Something is amiss. Here comes the field driving for the finish. And on the outside, it is car number 10, Derek Cope. Something amiss on the Earnhardt car. Coming to the line. It's Labonte pulling up, and an amazing finish. The Whitcomb Racing Team has won it. Unbelievable.
It looked like Earnhardt had a tire go down maybe as he went into the turn. And Nicole crying a little bit.
Derek Cope's first top 5 finish, his first victory, comes in the Daytona 500. A remarkable day of sport.
Just took on fuel. Here's a change for the lead.
Whoa,
Lake Speed goes for it.
Speed go to the bottom of the track and try to get by Ricky Rudd, but not quite successful.
Can't quite make it. Rudd comes back, leads the lap. He does. Lake Speed car owned by Harry Mellon. He lives about 4 miles from this speedway.
Now he's got the lead in the turn 1. The caution has come out. What's the problem?
Look up here, Sterling Marlin, heavy contact.
Whoa.
And he started the car up, so we know Sterling's okay. He's trying to drive back to the pits.
But he's got a lot of damage to that Kodak film Chevrolet.
And Lake Speed also has damage to the Spam car. He's coming down pit road.
His roof flaps are up.
So he's been around somewhere, spun somewhere. His roof flap was up.
And Michael Waltrip getting the lap back.
Yeah, sure is. All of this with 33 laps to go. And there is the heavy damage on the Kodak film Chevrolet driven by Sterling Marlin. He has had some serious encounter with the wall or something.
Yeah, and that right front tire doesn't roll, you got some serious problems. Robert just looks at it and says, nah. This race will be over before we can fix it.
And there's Lake Speed, who apparently was also involved. Let's take a look and see if we can find out what happened here.
Sterling's on the inside. They go in the corner, and just like earlier in the race, we saw Sterling get loose getting in the corner. He had to correct it, and this time, the Spam car, Lake Speed, was on the outside of him, and there was nothing he could do except go in the side of Lake's car. We saw him earlier in the race do that, only that time he was on the outside of another car.
That was a tough break because he just... Well, the Spam can is pretty well ripped open, and a good run for Lake Speed has come to a premature end. Sterling said, well, I kind of got into him. Maybe he kind of got into me. I don't know. It was sort of equivocating. Your opinion?
Big wide racetrack out there, and I only take up about 4 feet. I didn't turn into nobody. I mean, Sterling was coming and catching me, and I knew he was catching me, so, you know, I was just running my line and let him go. You know, I expected him to pass me there. I didn't expect him to turn me around, though.
They're going to work on this thing pretty hard. You're going to try to get it back out there? Is there time?
It looks like they want to, doesn't it?
They're an ambitious bunch, right?
Ambitious group there for sure. Now, the Spam Mellon Ford guys have been working really hard this year, and the car's been running better and better every week. And, you know, pretty soon here, we're going to get one of these long fly balls going to the fence.
All right. He's still got a smile on his face despite a disappointing day.
He did have a good race, no question about it, until this little incident involving himself and Sterling Marlin.
Yeah, Sterling gets in the corner and just gets the car a little bit loose. As he said, he got the car a little bit loose, and when he's corrected it, you have to go up the racetrack to save the race car. And this time when he goes up the racetrack, the 9 car is there.
And here comes number 6. Here's Mark Martin charging down to the inside. He's underneath Gordon in a fight going into 3rd spot. Give it to Gordon. Gordon pulling back around, but here comes Martin edging up on the inside out of 4 over that ripple strip, those bumps there. Martin has it again, back to the line, and it's Mark Martin into 2nd place, and closing up is Lake Speed in number 9. Mississippi's Lake Speed with his best run of 1996 puts the Melling Spam can down to the inside on Gordon.
Boy, oh boy, I'm getting cold chills just hearing you. That's great racing, though. You see Lake Speed having a run of his career right now, passing Jeff Gordon to go into 3rd place. Look how low that car is on the racetrack. It is really handling.
And look how high Gordon is running on the racetrack. He is having a problem keeping that number 24 on the bottom.
Steve Byrne standing by with Jim Long.
This is one fired-up picture. Jim, how in the world are you guys running as well? What have you done?
Well, the fortunate thing is we're not as tight as everybody else is. But we're still a little bit tight. We're going to have to work on it as the race goes on. But it's early in the race yet.
Long way to go, but he looks good now.
We're going to go to break and then be back with more of this great race. 42 laps, 42 cars under green in the great challenge here today on Memorial Day. Labonte leads. There's your 5th place car. Lake Speed stays right in the midst of this festival of speed here today.
You can see his car. He is actually able to pull the left front below the white line in the corner. That car is really handling well. He dropped back just a little bit on his pit stop. I think he may have had a problem, but he is getting around the racetrack quite well.
Gordon 1st, Jared 2nd, Labonte 3rd, Earnhardt 4th, Kragen to 5th, Lake Speed 6th, Mark Martin 7th, Wallace 8th, Benson 9th, Schrader 10th, and once again, that front 10 as they were before.
Whoa, we have contact on the front straightaway.
It was Kyle Petty all over the back of the number 16 Musgrave, and that sends the field flying down into turn number 1. I think we've torn up about 6 cars as they came to the line.
You can see Rusty Wallace there in the 2 car. He's torn up the 33 of Sachs.
There's Musgrave's car. Is that Lake Speed?
Lake Speed,
oh, that's a tragedy.
Well, on the restarts here, you see Musgrave starting off there. Kyle takes a look to the inside. Right here, they make a little contact on the left rear corner. Musgrave's out of control, right in front of Bobby Labonte. And you can see Earnhardt just barely getting by there.
That's the 2nd time Earnhardt has dodged the bullet here. Oh, Rusty hits hard. Yeah. It's the 2nd year in a row Rusty has been damaged up in the 1st turn.
Not much doubt about that one. That was a hard hit. Yep. Took out some real good cars. Here's Musgrave's car coming in.
Going behind the wall with it. Here we go again. Musgrave, that's the car sliding right in front of Labonte. Kaboom.
A little drop kick, and away he goes.
Oh, look at Rusty's car.
Oh, Rusty off the ground.
Wow.
Yeah, he almost took it over.
That was ugly there.
Oh, he's still hitting things.
He'd lost everything. Brakes were gone, everything. When that thing got up in the air, he was 4 feet in the air on the wall.
Harvick 3rd, Reagan 4th, Logano 5th. What a topsy-turvy finish to the Coca-Cola 600.
And Dale Jr. is scooting away. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he's slowing, isn't he?
150,000 people on their feet.
Jr. is slowing. He's out of fuel. He's out of gas.
And as that Indy, the leader at turn 4, does not get to the flag, Harvick, the closer, wins it.
Once again, where did he come from?
Golly gee. Have you ever?
No, I have. Once again, never.